It is with great regret that I have to attack a broadcasting company, as the broadcasting industry has always been pro. Let's get ready for COVID. Let's vaccinate. Let's wear masks. Let's do our social distancing. Last night's broadcasting of CakeNet, the VARAD, was totally irresponsible and close, according to me, criminal, what they have done. And the reason why I'm making a statement, unfortunately, is that not all citizens in our country understands that we need to look at two different angles when it comes to the story of COVID that was broadcast last night. So unfortunately, we have gullible people in our country that will follow what is said and follow the authorities in the sense of a doctor, a Christian organization that I personally believe is a cult at this point of time. By making statements, firstly from the Christian point of view, and I'm not saying Christians are cults, please do not understand me wrong. I'm talking about what was said last night on the forum of that Christian group that had a conference to make a statement. This is the way of the Illuminati to get into the world and to control us. We cannot make statements like that. People follow leaders in our country. People follow Christian organizations. People follow general practitioners. They follow specialists. They follow people that, according to them, has an authority or the knowledge to talk about what is happening in the world and in South Africa. Now, for that reason, how can a general practitioner make a statement firstly to say it is a flu? We understand it will become a flu eventually. We grasp that. But to get to that point where we can say, now it's a flu that we can manage, we're not there yet. We're far away from that. That's why the vaccinations are so important. That's why wearing a mask is so important. That's why keeping our distance are so important. The statement that was also made by the general practitioner is to state a mask has zero effect. It's absolutely crap. A mask doesn't protect the person there, it protects you, the person that's wearing the mask. That is the person that we're trying to protect at that point of time. The statements that was made, PCRs and antigen tests has a 0% effectiveness. It is totally untrue, and I've done millions of videos of stating what's the difference between an antigen and a PCR. And we've made a statement, and it was confirmed last night as well. Antigen and PCRs will rather give you a false negative than a false positive. And again, not going into much detail. Antigen very quickly shows after 3 to 4 days of infection. A PCR shows immediately if you had it or are infected. The whole concept that I'm trying to explain this morning is this broadcast should have happened after we had control of what's happening with COVID-19 in South Africa or in the world, for a matter of fact. By making the statements that was made last night through the Christianity group saying this is the Illuminati, wrong. You should actually be ashamed of yourself by making the statements like that. To the doctor that made the statements last night on CakeNet to say it's a bunch of rubbish, he doesn't believe in it, you should not practice, with all respect. It's my opinion, that you should not practice at all anymore. Because for a person that studied and is in practice in medicine and that's passionate to help people, you are wrong, sir. You are totally wrong. You need to treat the patients we treated in our facilities. You needed to see your own family that I treated that passes on due to COVID. We understand it's an underlying attack. Your body is attacking itself at that point of time. But this is why we need to control the virus. It is not a normal flu. A normal flu does not attack the body in the way COVID is attacking your own body when you have it. Go see what people go through that passes on that had COVID. Go speak to that family to hear the struggling that person went through. It is irresponsible. CakeNet, I really think you were absolutely irresponsible. Our job as healthcare workers and people involved in managing and trying to sort out the country for our kids and to start moving on in the future. We do not believe in what your statements are. We believe that, unfortunately, may it be a conspiracy theory, may it be a man-made theory, may it have been an accident that COVID spread in the world at this point of time. It's besides the point. Let's manage what we're sitting with. We're sitting with a crisis. The crisis needs to be resolved. We're going to live with COVID the rest of our lives. It will become a normal flu that we can manage. Now, not. Look at the stats. Look at what's happening all over the world. Look at borders that's been closed as from yesterday that you cannot enter anymore in Europe. If you can tell me it is still alive, then you should at the end of the day go live in your own world and see what happens when you get COVID. Then you should not run to your local GP or to a hospital or actually go and try and get help because you infected yourself and infecting other people. You're the creator of your own destiny. So please, I'm asking everybody, spread this message as far as possible. We need to help the healthcare industry. Follow the basic rules that's outside there. It is not the statement that was like made last night. It's like Hitler's camps where the Jews were unfortunately gassed and lead into trains and said it's for your own safety. This is not. It's a conspiracy theory out there. It is not. We are seeing the patients. We're living with the patients. I had COVID. Many of you had COVID. It is not a joke. We can thank God that we're every day here and to be able to live and to breathe properly. People, please wear your masks, follow your distance, and most importantly, get vaccinated. Without the vaccination, we cannot reach a herd immunity. Without that, we're not going to live the way we want to live. The hugs will not exist. It will get worse before it gets better. So let's work on the worst now to make sure we can get better. Thank you very much.